All right, hello everyone, and welcome to today's Gems of War video. In this video, I have for you my strategy guide for the Kingdom of Zaejin. Zaejin is one of the three nature kingdoms that has a life bonus that can also reach the power 30 cap. However, you likely know this kingdom more for the fact that this is where most of the goblins in this game live. The goblin's ability to spam extra turns is usually one of the easiest meta strategies for beginners to spot. Increasing the level for Zaejin will make these teams stronger. However, the strength of these teams really comes from the extra turns more than the stat points. That means you should not be looking to max out Zaejin until after you have already maxed out both Steel Kyrie and the Forest of Thorns. In this strategy, I am going to focus on the troops available in Zaejin, including my ranked list of mythic troops currently available, as well as the troops that are not available in the standard chest job tables. I'll also be talking about the weapons available in the Soul Forge during Zaejin Week, as well as the class weapon and a very highly recommended legendary weapon. And I'll also briefly review the Fleet Hero class and all current Zaejin pets. But as usual, I will start with the troops. And as a reminder, you need a total of 39 troops that you can unlock all traits for and level up to at least 20. At least two of them must be base level mythic troops, and Zaejin has four excellent options to choose from, but stick to just two of these until you have your level mythic needs satisfied in all the other kingdoms. Now, the best option on my list, and I suspect a lot of uh, players' lists, is High King Iron Gut. High King Iron Gut deals single target damage, but then has a chance to devour the enemy equal to his current attack points just before he gains an extra turn. That means that if he has 63 attack points, which is shown here, then he has a 63% chance to devour the enemy. Naturally, that percentage caps at 100% and does not allow him to devour an enemy that is immune to devour. However, he is still one of the most consistent troops with the devour capability in Gems of War. Like most devour capable troops, you will place him in your first slot in any team that he's in. High King Irongut is definitely one of the must-have troops in this game, despite the hard work. And for me, the second base mythic troops on my list is Flaming Oni. Flaming Oni summons three random goblins, explodes green gems, and gains an extra turn. He also summons a firestorm at the start of battle and converts two red gems to burning gems at the start of your turn. Burning gems still count as red gems and inflict burning on a random enemy when matched. I usually have Burning Oni in the third slot for teams where I use them. Just let him charge up and use his spell if the enemy manages to kill one of my allies. That said, I also tend to save him for harder content and rely on other goblins when things are easier. As for Fairy Godmother and Zark's Boompile, they are third and fourth on my list in either order. As stated previously, once you have any two of these four, make sure you have at least two basic mythic troops or equivalents in all the other kingdoms before you look for the other two. Beijing currently has six troops that are not available in the standard chess drop tables. The five Amanithrax troops can only be pulled from the faction's portal, and the Fool can only be earned by beating up Cedric and unlocking his vault. The Fool is a very underwhelming card that you're never going to need. Now, as for weapons, you need 14 weapons fully tempered to max out Zaejin. There are two doomed weapons to talk about. We'll talk about the Doomed Breaker first, which does heavy splash damage. It stuns all green enemies and cleanses all green allies. It also creates a leaf storm and poisons the first enemy. I've been looking on to temper this set as it does come in handy. I do recommend crafting this weapon during Zaejin Week if you have not already done so. However, the same is not going to be said for the Doomed Buckler. The Doomed Buckler gives armor and barrier to all green allies and stuns green enemies. When it's fully tempered, it entangles the first enemy and self-cleanses. I unlocked this one in the Tower of Doom, however, I have no immediate plans to temper it. You can leave this weapon behind if you're saving your Soulforge resources. In fact, most of us are. Now, the class weapon for Zaejin is the Skeleton Key. So this weapon damages the first and last enemies boosted by the gold obtained in the current battle at a 3-to-1 ratio, and if either enemy dies, you get an extra turn. The upgrades are not that important, but overall, Skeleton Key is a decent option for clearing early content quickly, but it will struggle to keep up as battles get harder. As for the Amanithrax faction weapon, it is the Tomb of Spores, and this weapon can only be obtained during Amanithrax faction assaults. Now, if it was possible to use this weapon in an Amanithrax pure faction, this would be a great weapon to have and possibly a must-have weapon. However, you cannot use weapons in pure faction runs, so this weapon, in my opinion, is nearly useless. But no Zaejin strategy guide would be complete without mentioning Nordberg's Turnip. This weapon damages an enemy and then creates a mix of green and red gems boosted by goblin allies. The weapon, if fully tempered, also gains an extra turn, making it the best weapon hands down for any goblin team you can field. If you do not have this weapon, then you must craft it in the Soul Forge the next time Zaejin Week comes around. Then from there, as I said, just make sure you have 14 weapons you can field. The Thief class. Best part about the Thief class, to be honest, is that your hero counts as a goblin and hails from Zaejin when the class is equipped. I suppose an argument could be made for the fast trait that starts your hero with 50% mana start. Aside from that, this class just does not have a lot to offer in terms of talent trees. In addition, there's an argument to be made to just run a goblin team with your hero equipping the turnip and a better hero class. You do have to max out the thief class to get Seijin to Tower 20 May. Now we have the pets, and as a reminder, you need 4 pets at level 20 and a 5th pet at any level. The Black Beast Skin is the Kingdom's Boost pet, so you get this one from Pet Rescue. And the Starry Black Beast Skin is the other Kingdom Boost pet and can only be obtained by completing epic trials during Zaejin Week. The Frog Prince is the Faction Boost pet. You'll max out this pet automatically by obtaining the maximum renown in Manithrax. Gobblekin is currently the best option as the 4th pet to max out, as Gobblekin boosts goblin teams. But Belligerent also grants the bonus to goblin teams, but only in the Summer Isle. Summer Isle can receive a goblin restriction, but not a Zaejin restriction, and that means that restriction does get voted in from time to time. Still, I typically do not make a point of recommending maxing out PvP bonus pets. The final non-cosmetic option that's available as of this video is the Mini Shroom. The Mini Shroom grants a bonus to magic teams, which requires your team to have all unique purple mana troops. I don't make a point of recommending these types of pets either to max out. However, you will probably rescue this pet at least once, and I would prefer that you assume that this will be your 5th pet instead of wasting your marks on belligerent. So, let's review. Unlock just 2 base mythic troops, preferably High King Iron Gut and Noni, then resist the temptation to craft more from the Soul Forge until you have 2 basic mythic troops in every kingdom. During Zaejin Week, craft the Doomed Breaker and Norbert's Turnip. From there, choose whatever weapons you want to get to 14 weapons, leaving the Doomed Buckler behind. You do not have to rush your Thief class to champion level 100 until you need it for Zaejin's Power 20. Then for the pets, max out Blackbee's Kin, Starry Blackbee's Kin, Frog Prince, and Gobblekin. From there, unlock any other Zacian pet to meet your quota. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, subscribe to this channel, and or follow me on Twitch if you'd like to see more of my content. And in the comments below, let me know what you think of the Kingdom of Zacian. And I'll see you in the next video.